This is Eric Doss, the creator of the Healthy Organizations Model, and today I want to take a few minutes to talk about time away from the office. One of the questions that I frequently field, and one of the places that I often see unhealthy organizational culture being created, is around time off. For the sake of this video, I'm going to assume that you work for an organization that has a set amount of time off. If your organization offers unlimited PTO, then I think that's a completely different discussion, largely because I believe that creating unlimited time away from the office for employees creates anxiety and stress and a lack of transparency and expectations. So I think that for the health of your organization, it's probably best to have some guidelines for your employees. So if you're in an organization that doesn't have a set amount of PTO, we should probably talk about that separately. But for those organizations that do, I think it's really important for leaders to set the example when it comes to time away from the office. I don't expect that most owners or leaders inside of a business or an organization will take 100% of their time off, although I think they should. But I think it's realistic for even the most senior leader to take half to 75% of the allocated time away from the office. And I think it's really important for these leaders to make it very clear that they are actually out of the office. So that means you're not fielding phone calls, you're not answering emails, you're not sending text messages to people that work for you or replying to text messages from somebody else. You should have a deep enough bench where you can be gone for a week or two and the business doesn't erupt and nothing catches on fire and there's no disasters. So if you don't have a deep enough bench, if you don't have enough people that report to you that can run the business in your absence, then it makes me wonder a bit about what your continuity plan is and what your transition plan is for when you leave your role. But I also worry if you don't take your time off, at least, like I said, 50 to 75% of what you expect your employees to take off, that it sets the wrong example for time away from the office in your organization. Now, I know entrepreneurs and I know business owners and I know managers who believe that their presence, their being in the trenches with their employees, is the most important thing that they can do to set the example as leaders. And for most weeks out of the year, I agree with you. But when you choose not to take time off, it shows your employees that the expectation from the top down is that they will sacrifice their time away from work in order to get things done, in order to be present. And now you're encouraging people to be present and not to be productive. And we all need time away from the office. We all need time to unwind and decompress and think about things outside of our work environment. So think about how much time off you took last year and the year before, and leave me a comment in the comments below. I'd love to know how the time that you've taken off in the past couple of years compares to what your other employees are doing and to how much time people are allowed to take. I think that it's a metric of a healthy organization that people are taking their time off and using most of it and being truly away from the office, being truly away from the distractions of work and able to enjoy their whole lives when they're not in the office. So leave me a comment. Let me know how much time you took off last year or the year before, and I look forward to that. And if you want to talk a little bit more about how healthy organizations are structured in such a way that all employees can take the time off that they're allotted and still achieve their goals and still move the business forward, then maybe we should set up time to have a conversation. You can reach me here. You can send me a note. You can also go to my website, www.erichdoss.com, and sign up for a meeting there, and we can kind of assess your organizational health and see how we can improve it in this area of PTO and encouraging your employees to take some time for themselves. Thank you.